Hi, everyone. Sorry we're a bit late. There's a little confusion on my part because I thought it was 2:30 and it's 3:30. Right when the show was supposed to go live, I'm just opening up StreamYard, so you'll have to forgive me. Thank goodness Linda was here. Maybe Viviane and Diana gave up on me, but I did send them an email, and maybe they'll join us if they're able to in a little bit. But Linda and I will do the Akashic record readings. So thank you all for being here, and I really appreciate it, and I know Linda does as well. And so here we are. Uh,
Hi, everybody.
yeah, Linda, you see all these big names in here like Tarot Stash. What? We're all like, wow, these people are watching.
Mm.
So we're kind of discombobulated because of me, but we're just going to move forward. And so I want you all to know, everyone in the chat, even if I don't name you all right now, um, yeah, you can definitely try to be specific with your questions. Like if you're asking about your spiritual path, do you want to know what gifts you have? And do you want to know in what past life affects, your lack of confidence? Or maybe it's you're feeling that you know, you can't get love in your life, something like that. So try and bring up things that are impactful for you and can shift you in this lifetime. And at the end of the show, we will do a clearing for the group, so that will clear and heal that whatever it is that we have talked about and brought up for you in this reading. And it's not just for the people we're reading on, but everyone who is here, gathered here in this group, and who come in later and who watch later. So if that makes any sense, everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and ask you all to take a deep breath in. So deep breath in and hold it at the top for a few beats, and then blow it out through your mouth slowly. And we're going to do two more. One more deep breath. Hold it at the top and blow out slowly. And the last deep breath in. Hold it at the top and then slowly release. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Record Masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our highest good and the highest good of humanity. Thank you. So we are going to do a group key opening for all of us. And so we open ourselves to the light, everyone in this group. Oh, here's our Viviane. Hi, Viviane. I thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here. I got a little screwed up on the time myself, so I had to apologize to everyone.
You're
No
muted.
problem. No problem. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
so here we go.
Sorry.
So I'm just doing the opening of the key for everyone. So we open ourselves in this group, everyone here today, and those who will be coming in, and those who will watch later. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided toward our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so everyone in this group is given the truth to best serve him or her on her healing, him or her on the healing journey into love and acceptance that is most beneficial for him or her in this moment. And I just want to say that this is for everyone who comes in later and who watches the show later. It encompasses everyone because by agreement, and you're here and listening. So, and with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of this group to receive the records of his or her soul. So the records are now open. And so we're going to start. Thank you, everyone. We're going to start with Linda, but I need to go through and get some questions here. Miss Moonlight thought it was at 8:30. I probably had it in StreamYard. I was doing all kinds of weird things in StreamYard that I had to go back and fix. So I'm sure everyone's all confused. I know I was. So I apologize for that, everyone. I'm going down the list and let's see. There's a lot of hellos. Okay. Randy is asking if the Akashic records know everything. Where am I headed on this road trip? Linda.
I saw that and I wanted to say Reno, man.
Reno or Las Vegas?
Or Roswell, whatever.
Or Roswell.
But that's just a frivolous kind of answer, and you deserve better than that. Hi, Randy. You're headed wherever you want to go. And okay, I have to explain that a little bit because they're being cryptic today. Free will and consent are like the cornerstones of our spiritual development. The Akashic Records Masters don't care if you work, don't care where you work, don't care what you do for a living. You want this job, you want that job, whatever, pick one, pick another if you don't like it in a year or so. Like they're very high level. Kind of the way they look at us is very high level, so it's really true. You're headed wherever you want to go, and if you don't like the way you're headed, then you can change it, which sounds very. I hate the way it sounds because it's such a platitude, right? Every motivational speaker tells you this. I suspect you're asking about direction. I could be wrong, but my instinct, my suspicion is that you're looking for direction. It's not so much where are you going, it's where should you go. And for that, you will need to know yourself, and you'll need to get to know yourself a lot better than you currently do. And yes, you will have to examine yourself and go into yourself and find what makes you happy, find what makes you sad, find what makes you motivated, find your goal, I guess. Find your purpose. Find your purpose.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Good luck, Randy. It's it's probably not very. It'd probably be a lot easier to go to Reno.
Probably right. Well, I just want to say that I've got 18 questions, which I don't think we're going to get to every one of them. But I want everyone to know. Thank you, Linda, for that, and thank you, Randy, for that question. And I just want to say we probably won't get to all of those, but I'm going to close the questions now. Is why I'm saying that to everyone. um, just so I don't want to disappoint anyone, but we can only read for about an hour, and our questions are closed. So thank you so much, everyone. So Timbervati is the last one that I gathered together, and we may not even get to that one. So for Viviane, Mousy Girl is asking me, I have an Akashic record about love and
Okay.
yeah.
I think that may be an emoji that she used.
Yeah, maybe that's an emoji. Oh my gosh.
Mousy, where are you?
Mousy,
Hi, Mousy.
Can you zero in on what it may be that you actually like, your path or what you're here doing? What is it that you want a reading on? Anything that's bothering you in this current lifetime that you want to take a look at and maybe uncover? So I'll tell you what we'll do, Mousy. I'll give you a chance to respond. Oh, past life.
Past life. She wants to know about a past life. Hi, Mousy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see what I can get for you here, Mousy. Just give me a moment. I first got that she had a past life in England. Here she had a past life in England. Let's see what else can I get. I got you had a past life, and it was something related to a farm in England. Let me see what else can I get. Akashic Records Masters. Akashic Records Masters. You had a happy life as a farm owner in England. That's what I got. That's what I got for you, Mousy.
Wow, that's
Thank
beautiful.
You.
Thank you, Viviane. And Mousy, thank you for that question. And well, because Diana probably thought it was a different time because Val screwed up on scheduling. So I am just going to take over that slot for now. I did send Diana an email. So if she gets it in time, she might show up. And I apologize to Diana for that scheduling problem. My fingers. When I scheduled it in StreamYard, I made up this erroneous time that was crazy. I think I put the Eastern time rather than the Pacific time. So, Tarot Stash, I'm going to give your question to Linda because I already have a lot of information about what you're doing, and I want to hear Linda because Linda's like, she'll blow your mind. So I'm gonna read for Annie Bear. Hello, may I ask the Akashic Master if I am bending DNA in time? Okay, Annie Bear, let me ask. Yes, they're telling me you operate and can step outside of time and space. And also, furthermore, it's giving me the chills. Many of us now are getting this kind of situation happening for us. And we might look up and the clock, well, no time passed and it seemed like 10 minutes, or maybe you sped it up and it went too fast. There's a lot of things related to that I could go into, but they are telling me absolutely this is happening for people, and this is definitely happening for you. But DNA in time, one of your jobs and responsibilities that you came in to do is definitely doing activations and shifting the DNA of people in their cellular structure. A lot of people are here doing that right now. And inside of that, there's a lot of jobs and responsibilities related to that. And that includes, getting in codes of information, activating and turning them on with those codes. Whether you have to, I don't think you have to actually do anything, but you do it astrally when you at night too. But I think you hold these codes in your body, and as you walk along, you are activating people with your field, if that makes any sense. Plus, you have this ability to step in and out of time. I hope that makes sense to you, Annie Bear. And I'm going to give Tarot Stash to Linda. Specifically, tell me about this new access of information that I'm experiencing. So Gerald is getting huge downloads of light language and codes and information coming in. Just
Hi, Gerald. This is terrifying for me. Simply because I hold you in such high regard, and I absolutely don't want to disappoint you or screw it up. A lot of people are experiencing downloads of information of varying kinds, depending on the person and from varying sources. Also, it's going to take you some time to integrate these experiences. It's going to take you some time to really make these a part of yourself. It's going to take some time for it all to settle within you. And you will find that it comes out, okay. You'll find that it comes out in odd sorts of ways and at odd sorts of times. So you will be making your toast for breakfast, and all of a sudden something will pop into your head that will make perfect sense, that will put everything else together for you. And you'll go, now I understand what that's about. And it'll happen like gears clicking, like cogs cogging. Human beings aren't mechanism, and that's a really poor image. But things will tick along, and then there'll be a flash of insight, a flash of knowledge of what this is about. This is your job, is to receive this knowledge and express it as best you can once you understand it. And the masters don't have an expectation of you understanding it like tonight, your whole nervous system is being charged, upgraded. That's not the right word, but it's as close as I can get. Your whole nervous system is being upgraded and charged up, and this process with the downloads of information, that's accelerating it and instigating it. And and you're going to need more sleep, and you're going to need food that's really good for you, and you're going to need time to relax and process. And I know you probably already meditate, and you will find yourself meditating even more, because that also helps the process. Dreaming will help. Well, they're not really telling me what it's for. Like, you will write a book, you will do this. I'm not getting that information. And so I think that it's meant to come out for you in your current activities, like what you're doing now. It's meant to come out in your readings. It's meant to come out in your classes. It's meant to come out in your dealings with people, in your collabs, in your chats. I don't get that there's like this big separate goal, but it's very cool. It's very cool. Singing. I got the word singing. Sorry. What?
I love that. I hope you have a good voice, Gerald.
I don't care if you do or not. Whatever you do, it's going to sound good, because it's going to be singing, right? So
I love it. I think that's great. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah,
so
totally.
be patient with yourself in this process, because it will be frustrating for you, and really frustrating because you don't understand, and you just have to accept and get through it. But get used to it, because this is the first of a series.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learn to live with it.
Integrate so quickly. Integrate each group quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Linda, you were so brilliant saying all of that. It was just wonderful.
No, it's the masters, man. Like, because I'm empty. I don't know nothing.
I love it. I love it. So beautiful. Thank you, Linda, and thank you, Gerald. So we're going to Viviane with Emily, who is asking, can I get a reading? Emily, could you ask what it is that you want specifically to get a reading on? Maybe give me some idea what area you want Viviane to focus on with. Oh, I don't see anything yet from Emily. So I don't know if you're getting anything.
Oh, she's here. Finances.
There she is, finances. Okay, excellent.
Hi, Emily. All right, then just give me a moment here to focus. First thing I got was all is well with your finances. Security and abundance is yours. Continue to focus on gratitude and abundance. else does Emily need to know about finances? That's what I got for you, Emily. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Oh, I cannot hear you, Val.
I'm muted because there's a lot of noise outside. Sorry. Thank you, Viviane, for that beautiful reading. And thank you, Emily, for asking that question. And Sonia, I'm going to go back through and see if I can find, I saw you put a more specific question in, so I'll get back to you on that. I'll scour through the chat and find it. But Karen is asking me, I have an Akashic reading. Did Karen give us, oh yeah, here she is. What past life made it hard for me to find a romantic partner? Okay, Karen, let me go in and look at that. Oh, they're showing me past lives. This was a surprise because I've never seen this, but they're showing me past lives where you were like kind of a heartbreaker, kind of in relationships with people in many time eras and time periods where you were a male and a female in different lifetimes, and you really were very frivolous about people's feelings and would take them down the road of love and then leave them in that kind of setting or way. And you thought before you came in, it would be really fun to see what it would be like to be partnerless. You just said, man, I've seen that side of the coin. I could get love and do anything I wanted. I had the charm, and all those different lifetimes you were checking it out. It's really pretty amazing. And it was a great experience. And you enjoyed the information that you gained from it, from that perspective. That's what the records are telling me. And in this lifetime, you said, I'm going to try this out and see what that other side of the coin feels like. Now, I'm asking the Akashic Record Masters if you have to continue with this kind of thing because it was one of those things you wanted to experience. And they're saying, no, you absolutely can, can bring in whatever you want. You can be a super manifester. There is no limitation to what you can shift and change to, because this is not like a big divine plan thing you had. It was just one of those little details. And it is something you can shift and do. And one of the ways that you can do that is opening your heart up to really let love in and love yourself. And the minute that you aren't looking for another partner, they're going to show up. But let me ask the Akashic Record Masters about that. Yes, they're saying at the end of the show, when we do our clearing, you will have a clearing that will help you to let go of all that kind of cellular information about that experience. Not only the experience, because there's a little bit of kernels of guilt. There's a little bit of guilt about how you conducted yourself in various lifetimes, but that's man-made. That's an ego thing. It's not a real, it's a 3D construct. So you did everything you came down to do in those lifetimes. So it was great. It was a great lifetime. So now you can experience love just like you would in a serious and committed relationship. Absolutely, 100%. So at the end of this, stick around for that group healing that we're going to do, and that will be part of it. So I hope that helps, Karen. So okay, so here's Sonia for Linda. Can I get a reading for what should work on in this lifetime from before to go forward? What I should work on in this lifetime to move forward?
Hi, Sonia. Welcome. Sonia, each life is its own. You know, you make a contract with each life to come down, and you have experiences that you agreed to. You have people from your soul family, and some not, but you have souls in your life that everybody agreed to be together and to work on whatever it is that you have decided you want to learn. So it's not that you have anything left over from your previous lifetime. Okay, it's not. We have a really kind of messed up idea of what karma is, and I suspect that that's the basis of your question. The masters are telling me you don't have anything left over from your previous life, that you had a lesson to learn, you learned it, and there may be okay. There may be some experiences that you had that left a mark on you that are affecting you, but it's not because you've got something like a lesson left over or karma or anything like that. There may be, you may be afraid of the dark. You may be afraid of spiders. You may be afraid. I mean, you may have some kind of reaction to things, but that's purely on a physical level. It's not on a soul level. I know it doesn't make sense. It's a soul memory that you're experiencing physically of a physical thing. I look, I'm just a reporter, okay? I don't know anything. You're on your path. I can tell you that. You're on your path. Sonia, I am feeling this great wave of tenderness and affection and encouragement for you. I wish I could just teleport it to you. Your hard work and your I want to say diligence, it's a real old-fashioned word, is recognized, and the masters just want you to keep plugging along, that you're learning that you're on your path, you're learning what you're supposed to learn, you're doing your job, you're fulfilling your contract, and yeah, be joyful. Be joyful. That's all I've got.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Linda. Thank you. And Sonia, thank you for that question. And Lalima, for Viviane, may I have an Akashic record reading on my life purpose, life path?
Hi, Lalima. Just give me a moment here too. Okay. Life path, purpose. You are on the right path. Just gonna tell me. Making progress on your life lessons. Your guides are happy for you. guys can tell me about Lolima, please? Akashic Records Masters. Continue to grow and learn. That's what I got for you, Lolima. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Viviane. That was wonderful. Thank you, Lolima, for asking that question. And we have Jessica Lynn. May I have an Akashic reading for bringing a loving and healthy relationship into my life? So what we're going to do is go in and ask the Akashic Record Masters if there's any past lives or anything that would be standing in your way of bringing that in. And we do that because that can open up the doorway to dissolving whatever it is that stands in that way. And it can open that door for you. So Jessica Lynn, going into my Akashic Record Masters. Well, immediately they're showing me times when you didn't set your boundaries in other lifetimes, where you were always doing something for someone else and not enough for yourself. And you left yourself with no energy to give yourself the time to make yourself available for those kind of relationships. And it seems like that pattern in some ways is continuing into this lifetime. So it is about those boundaries to create enough space for you to really appreciate how beautiful you are, how beautiful your soul is, and what a beautiful spiritual being you are. And you have many gifts. This is what they're showing me. A lot of light and love that you came in to utilize in this lifetime. They're sending you tremendous love. And if I was doing a session with you now, I would do a clearing for those lifetimes. They're just showing me one because it's like a composite of a bunch of lifetimes where you've been selfless and done everything for other people, but not given the love and time and appreciation and boundaries for yourself. So stick around for the group clearing, and this will happen then for you, so that you'll find these things will just completely, what shall I say, you'll be looking at yourself in 3 months and you'll feel completely different. Your head will be in a completely different space, and you'll be led to different things that will lead you to whatever it is that you want to manifest from your soul, from a heart and soul connected level. So thank you, Jessica. I hope that that resonates for you. And for Linda, Leah is asking, I really need a reading for this time to heal myself, creates imbalance, please, and thank you. So you're having imbalance and you want to know how to heal yourself from that, whatever creates imbalance.
Hi, Leah. In some ways, I see you being very unkind to yourself. You need to give yourself rest. You need to give yourself some tender care. You need to look after yourself. And I have you're not doing that to the extent that you need to. Your imbalance is partly due to your not knowing yourself, Your imbalance is partly because you don't know what's good for you and what's not good for you, and you do things that are not good for you just because it's not like I haven't done what felt like a good idea at the time. Yeah, you need to pay attention to yourself some more. You need to pay more attention to yourself and to be kinder to yourself, and to just be more tender. I just keep hearing tender, like tender, loving care. Just what else can I tell you, Leah? Keep yourself wrapped in love, wrapped in your own love for yourself, or wrap yourself in your love, and and learn about yourself a little more. Learn what brings you joy. Learn what brings you sorrow. I mean, watch cat videos and puppy videos. Whatever brings you joy, try to put more of it into your life, and that will help you balance yourself, because your vibration will rise, and that will immediately improve your balance just by raising your vibration. So live in gratitude, practice joy, and love yourself. That's all I have.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Linda. And thank you, Leah, for that. That is great. So Lisa's asking Viviane, can Spirit give me some more information on my past life as a blonde female photographer? The name or who I worked for, where I lived, any.
Oh,
I mean, names are.
she wants all the details about that.
It's like Spirit knows us by our frequency and our vibration. It's like a name is like an earth made up thing. But go ahead, Viviane.
Oh, see what
For it.
see what they give me here, Lisa. Just give me a moment.
Oh man.
Let's see anything. Akashic masters tell me about Lisa. And I got that you lived in France. Let's see. And when it comes to who you worked for, you worked as for yourself as taking pictures of art, and so it was self-employed. Let's see what else can I get for you. fashion photography too.
Ooh.
So it's kind of fancy. It's, France, a great place to be for that, of course. All the arts and fashion. You're very successful. And you also taught other, like people, other photographers looked up to you, as they looked up to you for inspiration. I don't think you taught like classes or anything like that, but you were an inspiration to other photographers that did the same kind of work. So yeah, this is what I got for you, Lisa. Thank you for your question.
Viviane. Well, I'm still getting the chills for all that information coming in.
I want that life. Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
So awesome. What an awesome life. Oh my God. I loved it. So thank you. Oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. Thank you, Viviane. And thank you, Lisa, for that question. And hypnicity, I'd appreciate an Akashic record, please. So hypnicity, did you have a specific area for your spiritual? What do you want to know, hypnicity, from the Akashic records? Because they're a huge space of information. So if we could narrow that down, I see you chatting. So I know, is it spiritual? You want to know about your life path? What do you want to know about? Oh, and Starfish Jenny says, fabulous reading, Viviane. Oh, Hypnicity wants to know if they
Thank you.
were, oh yeah, that was just beautiful. Oh, it gave me the chills up and down. Oh my gosh, I loved it. So Hypnicity wants to know if they were around Merlin. So yeah. Okay. So let me look at that, Hypnicity. Oh, you won't believe what I just got. Oh my God. They said that you taught Merlin some things. So that's a little, because remember now, we are these fractals of our soul down here streaming all these lives all at one time. And you are on the other side, this brilliant light from source who is totally perfect. And you came down, and they're showing me a lifetime where you taught Merlin. So not he taught you, or you were around him like an apprentice. No, they're saying to me, and by the way, you can go into lifetimes. It's not, there's no consecutive order. You can go, but they're showing me this was a lifetime you had with that in mind, where you have this alchemy, you have something about that, which is probably why you're asking the question, because you must sense that you have that inside of you, that capability. So let me go in and ask a little more about that, see if they can show me a little more. Well, it seems that it wasn't just Merlin. You actually were someone who people came to for and relied on, almost like a Nostradamus, but only a very, magical being who could create alchemy, who could shift things and change things and kind of even manifest things out of thin air. So it was a well-lived life. And so you really did bring your wisdom, because for some reason, one of the things you came in to do in that lifetime was to give someone your wisdom and knowledge about all this. Because prior to that, you had other lifetimes as beings who were, and even they're showing me this, even as a part of Saint Germain kind of lineage of that kind of transformational energy. So you go back a long way, and they're showing me Archangel Metatron, that kind of high vibrational frequency that you work with even in this lifetime. So can you tap into this? Absolutely. Can it unfold for you in this lifetime? Absolutely. Every single lifetime you have, that wisdom is there to tap into, and you can download that whole thing and you can remember. So been drawn to wizards and dragons. Yep. Well, hello. You know what you're doing. So congratulations, Hypnicity. And thank you for asking that fun question. That was really, that was fun. Okay. So Teresa Ford is asking, may I have a Akashic record, please? A record reading, please. So Teresa, is there any avenue, like any specific thing that you want to know about in this reading? Are you there, Teresa? Spiritual, financial, love. Okay. She's not saying, so we can go back.
I think she had to leave. I remember seeing.
So we'll go, Linda, we'll give you Amanda Carroll. What past life or lives have been important related to artistic pursuits?
Hi, Amanda Carroll. I see an Egyptian life. I see an Egyptian life, and you're standing by a wall, and you have a bunch of little pots and brushes, and you're painting on this wall. And that's your job. That's what you do. You're a man in this life. And that's like way far long ago. I'm hearing 3,500, but I don't know if it's 3,500 BC or 3,500 years ago. I just hear 3,500. I see a scribe, someone who writes for like the pronouncements that come from the ruler. There's a scribe who writes them down. Again, you're male, and I'm not sure where, but you're wearing robes, and it's kind of it's hot. Well, but I don't get, like, it's too generic. I don't get a good sense of what area this is. I'm going to guess Mediterranean-ish, but that's just a wild ass guess. I don't know. the 1200s in Europe, heavily forested area, Germany, maybe. And your teacher at a center of learning. And you're doing your art for your own self in that life. And again, male. You got a whole, I mean, you know, I could spend an hour doing this. You got a whole string of lives that are, that had as their basis color, form, art. You know, yeah, this is, there's been a whole bunch of past lives. There's not one in particular. They go back a long, long ways. If you currently have artistic urges, there's a reason for that. It's been part of your spiritual path for many thousands of years. And it is part of your spiritual path. It is very much part of your spiritual path. It's not just something, you know, that's fun to do on a Saturday night. It is part of your growth as a soul, is art. So honor that is the message I'm told to give you. Honor that and respect it and value it. And that's all I got. I hope it helps, Amanda Carroll.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Linda. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda Carroll, for that. That was fun. Timber Body, for Viviane. Is there any, if there's time, may I have an insight into any past lives that may be helpful to my current path?
Hi, Timber. I'll just say the short name because
Timber.
Short name is a little easier. Okay, let's see. I get a past life working with animals. Like a farm setting. And then I get, you love animals, continue working with animals. You're on the right path and follow your heart. And your guides are proud of you. What else can you tell me about Timber? What a past life this. You will succeed with your work helping animals. You have everything you need to move forward. And that's what I got for you, Timber. Where are you? That's what I got for you. Thank you for your question.
That was beautiful. Viviane. Thank you. And thank you, Timber. That was great. And this is our last question. I'm going to give this question to Linda. Michelle wants to know, what is my purpose? And I see her, she's chatting right now, so I know she's here.
Okay.
And because she's very interested in this.
Okay. Hi, Michelle.
Oops.
I see a whirl in front of me, a whirl of color and light. And I keep the volume down so I don't get so distracted. So, I mean, in my head, the volume's down. But I would imagine that there's sound there too if I wanted to hear it, and I don't. You're in the middle of okay, let's start with right now. Right now, you're in the middle of a spiritual growth spurt, and you're exploring my sense. And I'm getting this from your guides. I'm not getting this from the Akashic records, strictly speaking. You're in the middle of a growth spurt where you're exploring a whole bunch of different things. Your guides are really happy about that, and they want you to know. They want you to know that well, they always love you, and they're very proud of you, and they'll support you in this exploration. And my sense is that you'll be exploring for some while before you settle on what you feel is your calling. And that's how it should happen. You need to explore, you need to develop. Okay, now I'm back with the masters. You need to explore, you need to develop, you need to tune in to various modalities, or that's not the right word, that the various kinds of spirituality, the expressions of spirituality, that's it, expressions of spirituality that you find, and really find what fits best, what suits you best. That's part of your path of self-discovery. And nobody's going to short circuit that by saying your purpose is blah, 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 blah. All of us have one purpose, and that's to love and to serve each other. Beyond that, your purpose is for you to discover. That's part of your job. It's part of your growth as a soul. And they don't want to say very much about it because hands off is what they're telling me, or eyes off. This is very unsatisfactory for a reading if you wanted answers, Michelle. I recognize that, and I apologize. But really, keep learning, keep growing, keep exploring, keep experimenting, discovering, learn to know yourself, learn yourself. But you're on your path, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You don't have to worry about, you don't have much to worry about. You're doing what you're supposed to do. That's all I've got.
Linda, that was totally amazing. Oh my gosh, that was jam-packed with so many wonderful things. And Michelle, they're steering you down the road to follow the breadcrumbs and try many different things. So how beautiful is that? They're letting you decide and be your own master, making the choices, what calls to your heart. So I love this reading for you. So powerful and beautiful. So thank you, Linda, for that. And thank you, Michelle, for that question. This is the end of the show, but now we have to, we're going to do a prayer before we close the records, or we're actually going to do a clearing and healing process before we close the records for the group. And does anyone want to volunteer for this lovely experience? Everybody smiles. Everybody smiles up at me. Viviane or
Oh,
Jane?
okay. I can read it. Yeah, I can read it. But
For the whole entire group, for everything, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
I guess we have to start with the 3 deep breaths, right? Or you just go straight to the reading?
You can just go straight to the reading. They're probably
clearing.
all,
Okay.
yeah.
Akashic Records Masters, I request a clearing for all present in the chat right now, and all those who may watch the show later. Today, of all resentments, hurts, grief, blame, anger, and everything else, to allow for complete and deep forgiveness of all those present in chat at the moment, and all those who may watch the show later, and all concerned, in a cellular structure, in all space and time, in all dimensions and densities, and in the space in between, in all past lives, in all future lives, in all ancestral lines, and in all timelines, for the highest good of all present in chat right now, and all those who will be watching the show later, and the highest good of all humanity, and in the highest timeline for all concerned. We ask that this be cleared to facilitate deep forgiveness for all present in the chat right now, and all those watching the show later. Highest good and the highest good of all concerned. Beloved Akashic Records Masters, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow, powerful. Whew. The energy's still coming in. Thank you so much, Viviane. That was a beautiful clearing. And so now that we've had that clearing, I'm going to close our records. And so I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth. And I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy. And I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion toward our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of this group in this Akashic record reading show, and also all those who will watch in the future. And so with that, the records are now closed. So thank you, everyone. Thank you all for being here with us today. And I know it was a little strange. Diana, I'm sure, thinks that it's at a different time because I had scheduled the show at the wrong time. So I apologize to her, and I'm sure she'll be back next week. So thank you all for putting up with me as the Akashic Record reader. And I appreciate all of you for being here. And this was beautiful energy with Linda De Gonzalez, you do readings, and you can book Linda. It's in the description below. And Viviane also for Akashic Record readings, and she also does Reiki on animals and animal communication.
She does readings.
The cat is out of the bag.
The bird is out of the cage.
Cat got out of the cage.
She did a reading for my bird last week, one of my birds last week. It was awesome.
Yes.
So any of you who need healing for your pets, or you want to know what's going on with your pet, Viviane, book a session. Information below in this video. Thank you all for being with us. And next week, we'll go back to the normal lineup and I'll be silent. So thank you all. We love you all. Mwah. Lots of love and see
Bye,
you.
everybody.